Hi guys and welcome. These are your handover videos for your Swift Amberley Sport. So I'm just going to run through how to set up the caravan and how to essentially use it for when you initially get on site. So first off, you have your jockey wheel. Your jockey wheel is used to level the caravan up and down. Then you have 2 points on either side, 2 points at the back for your legs. Your legs, you'll have a leg winder inside your caravan to put them up and put them down. You need your legs up when you're travelling and put them down when you're not. The legs are only used to stabilise the caravan though. Do not attempt to jack up or level the caravan using the legs. Level first using the jockey wheel and then stabilise using the legs. So we are using our test equipment today. So we have a gas bottle here connected on one side with this gas hose, and then inside the front locker you can see that it's connected on there. You can hand tighten it to an extent and then finish it off using a spanner. Make sure both sides are nice and tight and then twist in the positive direction on your gas bottle, and that will feed gas into the caravan. Then on this side of the caravan you have your flue. Your flue is used to get clean air into the boiler. You don't have to do anything with this. On older models you did have like a flap that you'd have to take off, but with this you just keep it as it is. As long as it's clean on the outside with no debris stuck in here, like the ridiculous amount of pine needles we've had at the moment, everything should work. Just here we have an acroll with fresh drinking water, and connected is your water pump. So let's pull that out. It works on a trigger system, just like so. And if I can just pull it out, there we go. So works on a trigger system, connects through onto that point. At the bottom you have a strainer. Your strainer has to sit at the bottom of the barrel. Sometimes these leads will curl up just like this. Make sure that they are straight, as you don't want just air being put into the caravan. You do want your water coming through, so I will just straighten this out now. There we go, nice and straight. Strainer sitting at the bottom of the barrel. You have a plastic covering to go over the top of the acroll so no nastiness can get in. And then this just plugs in very simply. Press in, clicks in, can't be removed without pressing the trigger. Just here we have your battery box. Your battery box also has your point for your red key behind it for your motor mover, which we will go over on the day of collection. Then you have your mains lead just here, connects in just like so. Then you have a little cutout there for when you want to lock the battery box up and still have your mains connected. As I said, we'll go through that on the day. Now I'll go through this quickly. So this top part here is for your water for your toilet. This is where your flush water will be stored. So get yourself something like a watering can just to make it that bit easier to get it in. And some pink chemical, which acts like a bleach. Can hold around 10 litres of water. Then just below, you have your cassette for your toilet just in here. To remove the cassette once it's full, press up on this orange handle, pull it out, get to your emptying point on site, twist this handle to the side, open up the cap, and now this cap is useful, which I'll go through in a second. Tilt, and at the same time as tilting, continually press in this vent button. Once you've emptied it, I do recommend swilling it out with some water just so it's a bit more fresh. Then get your blue chemical, put it inside here. You have measurements on the side in freedom and metric units. Slides on just like so, back to the central position, whoops, then slides in. All you have to do is press in, then you can't remove it without pressing up the orange handle as it sits behind these teeth. Then just up here, I've just got this black nozzle out. This is for emptying out this tank, as you don't want to have either of these too full when traveling. So I will empty this out after this video. Just opens up and fully empties out that tank, and that just sits just up here. So that's everything for the outside. Now I'll show you inside. Now the first thing I want to go over is situated under the right hand side bed. This is fairly important for when you are setting up the van, because if a few things aren't correct, then you're not going to have the best of times. So first off, this underneath there, that is your boiler. This blue box here, that is your brain box for your motor mover. This silver box is your battery charger. Then you have here your trips and your fuses. You also have a system shutdown button, and then these two illuminate up to show that the charger and the heating and the hot water is working. So all the trips have to be in the upright position. And then for your fuses, if you do need additional information, you do have some information if you pull down this just here. What I want to mainly focus on are these blue leads, and specifically this yellow valve on these blue leads. The yellow valve has to be in the horizontal position to allow water to flow through. If it's in the vertical position, that means it's in the draining position, and that means that it's what you want to do for winterization. You want to drain off all your valves, make sure that there's no water left in so it doesn't freeze over and break your pipes. But you have to have it in the horizontal position if you do want to feed water through. So keep that in the horizontal position. I will drain off your caravan after this video, so when you do come to use your caravan, double check and make sure. So when you come to set up the caravan, you have two control boards. You have this one here and this one here. I'm first going to focus on this one. This is almost like your main control board. This allows you to have your lighting and also have that thing on as well, and also your pump for your water. So to turn it on, you press in this button here. I do already have it on, and you can see whatever is green and illuminated is what's currently in the van. So I currently have the water pump on, and there is mains power coming into the caravan. This button here is for your awning light, so press that in, go outside, and there you can see awning lights on. I'll turn that off though. This button here is for your lighting, so lighting's currently on. Press it in, lighting goes off. We'll keep it on for now though, makes the caravan look nice and pretty. Then if you want to see your levels for either your leisure battery, your vehicle battery, or the amount of mains coming in, with it currently not having the battery on, it's going to show the amount of mains power coming in. So I can either press this button here, that button here for the vehicle, or that button here for the leisure. But I'll press that for now, and you can see that 14 are coming in. Now for the pump, I'll turn that off for now, just for instance. Press that in, and once you press that in, go over to your sinks. It may take 2 to 3 minutes to push everything through, so wait 2 to 3 minutes. Come over to the sinks, turn it on, there we go. And you want this nice, steady, continuous stream. You may get a few coughs and splutters, but that is completely normal. Just means, you know, it's taking a little bit of time to push everything through. You can also hear that it's being pushed through. I have only set this up a few minutes ago, so it's not washed it through essentially. But you want a nice, steady, continuous stream, just like that. So run that for about 30 seconds. Next up you have your trimmer control panel. Press this knob in and it illuminates just like so. I'm just going to switch that over to this hand. And you can see a few things right now. So right now you've got that flame lighting up and that lighting up. That just means that those are operating. Everything under this line is what's currently, what you're currently wanting to select. So right now I'm on the caravan with the thermometer in it, and this is for your heating inside your van. So starts at 5 degrees, goes all the way up to 30. And to select what temperature, swivel it to the side, so let's say 28, and press in. Next up, thermometer in the water. This is for your hot water temperature. You can either have it on eco, which is 40, hot, which is 60, or boost, which boosts the temperature to 60 degrees for 15 minutes, which is ideal for when you want to have a shower or something like that. So we'll have it on eco for now. Next up, this canister with a lightning bolt. This is for your power, what you want used for your heating and for your hot water. So you can either have gas, mixture of gas and 1 kilowatt of electricity, gas and 2 kilowatts, strictly electric with 1 kilowatt, or strictly electric with 2. So for now, we'll keep it on mix 2. Next up, you have your fan. You can either have that on eco or high. When you've selected something and you want to go off, press that back button. Next up, this is for a timer. It essentially allows you to start a timer and finish a timer for your heating and hot water, so you don't utilize all your power. Then you have your clock. 24-hour clock allows you to set the time, set the minute, then set the hour, then set the minute. And then you do have some additional settings just here. Offset, temperatures, brightness, 12 and 24-hour clock, languages, and then reset. But that's how to set it up. Now I'll show you the toilet quickly, just because some people do get caught out with it. It is rather user friendly, but there is no water in the system right now for your toilet, as I have drained it off. So when I press the flush, you won't see any water, but you should hear the motor for it. So press the flush button once you've had a pee or a poo or whatever it is. You can hear that, and that's what would flush the water through. Then to open up that part here, slide that to the side, opens it up, put it back to the central position, that closes it, and that allows you to put whatever waste into the cassette underneath. And then do as I said for emptying it on site or wherever it may be, and then you could just shut it from here. So that's how to operate the toilet. Next we have the Dometic fridge. The Dometic fridge can either operate off your car battery, gas, or mains. It takes 4 hours for it to be fully chilled, so I would recommend that you have it on car battery whilst you're in transit, so it's nice and chilled whenever you get to your destination. To turn it on, press in this button here, press it in, and it will flash up and go back to its most recent memory, which was mains on maximum power. You have a hazard light here. This is for your car battery, gas, mains, and auto. Auto will switch, the fridge will allow to switch to whatever power source it deems the best at the time. To change watch mode, you press this mode button here. It goes to auto, and you can see that it selects mains. I'm going to press it here, and it's going to go to car battery now. However, because there's no car battery attached, it is going to flash up, and you can see, for example, what the hazard light would look like. So hazard illuminates, begins to flash, begins to beep. Turn that back to gas. Now for gas, I'm not sure how well it picks up on video, but I have checked and the fridge does light on gas. You will hear it almost tick in. I'm not sure if you can hear it on the video or not, but it is doing it. It will tick in for a little bit and then it will stop. Once it's stopped, that means the fridge is lit on gas. but for now I'm just going to keep it on mains. To change the amount of output for the fridge, you have this temperature dial just here. Goes from minimum to maximum, so you can either go 1 being minimum, so the least amount of power coming in, all the way up to 5. And when it's at 5, it will chill quicker than when it's at 1. And I should just mention as well, to turn it off, press in this button just here, turns it off. You do also have some locks on the side. You'll have to have the locks to the left-hand position to open up the fridge. I'll go over this bit quickly as well. Fridge can either run off car battery, mains or gas. Your microwave can only operate off mains, and don't travel with the glass plate inside as it can shatter it. We stow it underneath the left-hand side sofa's pillows, and then don't travel with this glass plate up, and don't put the glass plate down until all of these burners are cold to the touch. Now, this is very standard to any other type of gas cooker that you would have encountered. It is a case of you have a button here which does all the clicky bits for it. You press in and you twist to the side to bring the gas in. So I'll just show you that all 3 of these work. So here you can see you've got a nice steady blue continuous flame. You can change the amount of heat for something by twisting that knob. To turn them off, central position, central position, central position. Now I'll just show you for the grill and cooker as well. Then for the grill, exact same thing, press in, twist to the side whilst pressing in that button, and you want both sides of this to be illuminated. To turn it off, twist that to the side, and then again for the cooker. And here you can see the cooker. The only difference with this one is that the temperature goes up when you twist it that side. Obviously similar to any other oven, preheating and all of that. Turn it off, back to the central position, and there you can see. So that is everything you should need to know on how to set up your caravan for your basics. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. I've been Henry, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.